Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first day of the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival online. We're so happy to have all of you joining us. Today, for this presentation, we've got a double feature. Two vendors will be showing their presentations with you today. The first one will be from Cottonwood Quilt Shop. Cottonwood is a longtime vendor, sponsor of the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival. You can shop all of their Bernina long arm machines in the vendor mall by clicking the link above, and be sure to check out the Cute Monkey Fabrics products as well. Their products are just exactly what they sound like. They're cute, they're colorful, and they're fabric, so be sure to shop their products. We also have the suggested admission link up above as well. So we appreciate your support, but be sure to do as much shopping as you possibly can today. So leading into this presentation, we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and then be sure to sit back and enjoy the Cottonwood Quilt Shop presentation.
I'm Mary Humphrey, owner of Cottonwood Quilt Shop. I've been in business since 1994 and have been participating in the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival for 27 years. We offer the full line of Bernina and Bernette machines and accessories, including the Q16, Q20, and Q24. With over 3,500 bolts of fabric, mostly designer cottons, wools, rayons, knits, and linen, we offer classes in machine mastery, quilting, and beginning sewing. Come in soon. Hi, welcome to Cottonwood. My name is Mary Humphrey. I'm the owner of Cottonwood. And today I have with me Bonnie Bartholomew. She is going to show us some things about the Bernina Q-Series machines. And additionally, Bonnie will be our new instructor for the Bernina Community Studio Quilting Long Arm Club that we will be starting later this spring. And in the Q-Series machines, there is a Q16, a Q20, and a Q24. And basically the machines are all the same except for the size, and the size is in their name. So obviously the Q16 is 16 inches from the back of the needle to the throat. This Q20 and the Q24 the same. Bonnie, what are some of your favorite features?
Well, there's a lot that I love about this machine. First of all and foremost is everything is reachable right at the front of the machine. We have a wonderful jumbo-sized bobbin, and you can wind it right here. You don't have to get up, and you don't have to wind it separately. You have a touch screen here that's a little more than 4 inches. And everything is just fingertips to change. You have your tension controls right here. You can raise it and lower it as needed. And you have personal selections so that what I like about this feature is if I use certain thread, like the Mettler thread, I can set my stitches per inch, my speed, and my tension to match that thread. And if I'm wanting to change then to Aurifil, I can change all of those features to just Aurifil, and I can have it all match. I can label that, and each time I go back to
it's ready for you to use. It helps you when you get ready to go back to a next project to know where you're setting.
I don't have
to.
Wow,
that's a great feature.
It is. It is a nice feature, and I have up to 4 different settings plus the factory setting. I have a bobbin feature that it doesn't read the bobbin, but it gives you an idea of when you're running out of bobbin, so that if I'm going into something very technical, I want to make sure I have enough bobbin space, right. I have 2 BSRs in the base of the machine that read how fast the fabric is going through, so they regulate the stitches. So I do not have to worry about how fast I'm going through. I can concentrate on the design that I'm stitching. And each time it'll make the same consistent size stitch. I can have it on the regulation, or I can have it on manual. In fact, I have 3 different types of stitch regulation. I have one that will continue to stitch the whole time, even though I've hesitated. It'll give me a stitch. That gives me nice crisp corners. I have BSR 2, which I like to use when I'm using ruler work, because when I stop to adjust my rulers, it will stop stitching and I don't get a mountain of stitches.
So that's good for detail work, probably.
Right. And then BSR3 will allow us to baste. So it does 1 stitches per inch, 2 stitches per inch, or 4 stitches per inch. We can have anywhere from 1 stitch per inch to 24 stitches per inch just by sliding it where we want it to go.
Some more stitches, tinier
tinier
stitches would give you
stitches.
better curves.
Right. If you're doing some micro stippling, you would want it very small. I have an option to change my speed. I can have up to 2,000 stitches per inch, which is much faster than I can go.
Right, that's amazing.
Isn't it? Oh my. I can also program my foot pedal so that I can use that to the heel of it to bring the needle down once and raise the foot so that I can bring up my bobbin thread when I start and when I end. I have the machine currently set up as BSR1 and 10 stitches per inch, and I have set my foot control to a knotting position. So if I just tap on the heel of my foot, it will take 1 stitch and raise my foot, and now I can just pull the top thread and my bobbin thread comes right up. Nice 1-step position. And now I'm going to just take a few little stitches and then I'm going to start sewing.
And all of those features are on the Q16, the Q20, and the Q24.
That's correct, yes.
Great. What about the cabinets? I noticed this one looks very nice. It's got leaves. This is the horn lift table. And what we mean by lift is that this can be in a sitting position, or we can raise it and you can stand to do your quilting, or be anywhere in between, whatever's comfortable for you. So if you like to sit and work at an elevated stool or stand, you can still work with your machine either way. We also have a horn elevated table. We have a foldable, adjustable height table nowadays. So you have lots of choices for the Q16 and the Q20 on the tables. This is the Koala elevated cabinet. It comes in this beautiful teak, and it also comes in English ash white, and it fits both the Q16 and the Q20. The Q20 can also be used on a frame, which we will be showing you in just a few minutes. And if I can step over here and show you here, you have your elevation, convenient when you're sitting here to be able to raise and lower the cabinet, so that you can use it at either a standing or sitting position, whichever is most comfortable for you. We'd like to show you some of our Bernina accessories for the long arm. This is a sample of the couching foot being used on the long arm, free motion, and we use the Sibelia cord for that, and the cord is held out of the way of the needle by the couching foot. Now you might notice that this is the same couching foot as used for our domestic machines, and that is a feature of all of the Bernina feet. They are interchangeable with your sewing machine and with the long arm. So if you have the foot already for a project you like, you can use it in a free motion manner on the Q series machines. These are couching clips that insert inside your ruler foot for couching with the ruler work foot as well. We also have a needlepoint laser, and this mounts to the needle bar, The laser points to the exact spot where the needle is going to hit. So this allows you just really pinpoint placement to get your project started, or to quilt right into the corners that you want to get into. You can really see where your needle is going to be.
One of the favorites is the Bernina gripper rings. They have a rubber edge on the back and it grips onto your fabric, and this is a great alternative to using your quilting gloves. You just hold on to the handles and move it around. What I like about this ring as opposed to others is it has a cutout so that I can take it in and out without having to cut my thread. There's 2 different sizes in the set, and I use both of them constantly. Another favorite is the number 73 foot. This is an adjustable open toe foot, quilting foot. It can be used on both the domestic machine as well as the long arm. And what I like about this is that it is adjustable depending on the height of your quilt, your batting, and I like the open toe because I have more visibility. This number 74 foot is also adjustable, and it is called a gliding foot. And what I like best about this foot is if I'm going over some thick embroidery, it will glide right over it, and I can get up nice and close to echo near the embroidery, and it will make that pop. These are called echo clips, and they clip right onto your ruler foot, and there's 3 different sizes, and you can use them as echo. The sizes are the distance away from your stitching. This glider also pops onto the ruler foot. It will just kind of pop over the embroidery as well. So you have options as far as what foot you want to use. And we've talked a lot about the ruler foot. We have the ruler foot right here. This one is not adjustable. This one strictly goes on the Q series, but there is another one that you can adjust, and that one will fit on the domestic as well. All right, so if you have a ruler foot, you naturally need some rulers. And Bernina has 2 different sets of rulers. They call them the kit for the sit-down models and the kit for the frame models. However, you can use them both on either. But there's 5 rulers in the set, and they are commonly used rulers. They're a great set to have. We also have different spool holders. As you notice, there's 2 spool holders come with each machine. You can purchase an extra set of 2 spool holders if you're going to do some double needle work or some fancy stitch work. Those come in handy. We also have the horizontal spool holder for those specialty threads that need to come off in a horizontal fashion.
So these 2 items are for the frame model only, and they go along with the pantograph kit. This is a laser light that allows you to follow the pantograph or a groovy board. There's a stylus included that you can follow with the groovy board as well. This is the display case that adds to the back of the machine on the frame. And this allows you to work from the rear side of the machine so that you don't have to run around to the front of the machine and control your settings. And you can do that all from the rear of the machine.
This machine is our Q24, and it's featured on the frame. What I like about this is that the arms are fully adjustable. I can adjust them up and down, or up and down, in and out, and make them just where I'm most comfortable. I also have toggle switches that are fully programmable. I can program each side of the toggle switch to do exactly what I want it to do. For instance, over here I'm going to push one and I take a stitch and bring up my bobbin thread, and then over here I can just push this button and it will start sewing. And you see I have it on BSR 1, which is just running constantly. You can just use one hand to glide it along, and every stitch is the perfect length.
If free motion quilting is not exactly your thing, you might consider the Q20 or the Q24 on a frame, and you do have the option of Q-matic. Let us show you how easy it is to place a design. So we first start by setting a safe area. This tells the machine where it will be able to sew. You can set this safe area from the computer screen or from the machine directly. With Q-matic, you get over 200 designs built into the program, and you also get an additional program, Art and Stitch, which is built into the program and allows you to start from scratch to create your own designs. For our purposes today, we're going to start with a design that we have on the screen. We have already set our safe area, as Bonnie just did a minute ago, and now we are ready to stitch. It's telling us that we are going to start at our start point. So we go ahead and cue the machine for that. And at this point, the machine will get its dimensions from the computer, and you can see it moving now to the start point that you have picked on your quilt. And when it's in position, we will then cut the threads. And now it is stitching on its own. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this tour of the Bernina Q-Series machines.
I hope you will join us in class this spring, and we look forward to seeing you in the shop.
Happy quilting!
Wow, what an excellent video from Cottonwood Quilt Shop. I want to thank Mary, Michelle, and the rest of the staff for helping put this video together. Coming up next, we have a video presentation from Cute Monkey Fabrics. We're going to cut over to that, but we have a quick commercial break. We're going to cut to that, and I'll see you at the end of the presentation.
It's Karen from Cute Monkey Fabrics. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to take you on a short tour today of some of the items that we have to offer. We sell Chili's fabric squares as well as handbag making supplies, but more about that later. Please visit cutemonkeyfabrics.net and see all of our items. Hello, and you might be asking yourself, what are Chili's? Chili's are fabric squares. Very unique prints, colors, and shapes that are all designed by me. They all come with a 1/4-inch seam allowance around the edge. That's what the white is. And they're all printed onto 100% cotton fabric, so you can treat it just like you treat any other fabric. This particular one that you can see here is how it would come in the package. However, over here you will notice I actually used it on a project. I made a table runner. Let me walk you in. If you look very closely, you can see that I stitched it out with metallic threads and then further enhanced the project using rhinestones. I love using rhinestones. The rhinestones and the thread can be found on the website. However, here's a small sneak peek into some of the colors of thread that are available. For those of you who might be saying, I hate metallic thread, you've just never used this. This is the best metallic thread I've ever used, and I love using it on all of the Chili's. Floating diamonds is a perfect example of how you can pick one chili block and highlight it in your quilt. Make your entire quilt around that one block. Here you can see this particular quilt is a modified log cabin block. This pattern is available in our store, and you will see that we just used one chili for all of the centers of the blocks. As I walk you in, you will notice again that we used the beautiful metallic thread and rhinestones to enhance every center block there is. And all we did was use 2 packages of 4-inch chilies, and there you have it. Just take a simple block, a simple chili, and make a beautiful project. Like the chilies, but not sure what to do with them? How about grabbing a sampler pack? Sampler packs come with 1 each of 40 different images in it. You could make this beautiful quilt called Zip It. This uses 1 sampler pack. Sampler packs are also available in all 4 sizes, 6.5 inch, 5 inch, 4 inches, and 2.5 inch squares. Yoo-hoo, anybody home? That's the name of this particular quilt, which features 2.5 inch chili squares. As I walk you in, you will notice that each block features 3 matching chili squares. Pair that with some 2.5 inch strips of colorful fabric, less than a yard of fabric for background and binding, and on a weekend, you can have this project complete. You can find the chili pack kit for this particular quilt, which includes the pattern, at our website, cutemonkeyfabrics.net. And here we have an example of using chilies on a simple piece block. Who hasn't made that flying geese? When you stitch the 2 triangles together, it changes the size and the shape of what the chilies originally were, and you get an entirely new pattern. On this particular quilt, I did not use metallic thread, but as you can see, there are many, many rhinestones. You always gotta bling it up. This is a beautiful quilt. The starter pack is available on the website and includes the 2 main colors of the quilt, along with the chilies required to make it. You just add the whites. Side note, this particular quilt has 4 different whites in it. I like to buck all those quilting rules. This is our latest creation. It's called Over the Moon. The pattern is designed by Linda Warren, and using her Learning Curve tool, you get the appearance of circles. This application is really, really intriguing because what we actually did was we used 2 larger chilies for the outside of the circle and a smaller size of the same exact chili for the center, and here's what you get. Some very interesting patterns. Again, this particular quilt, if you look, is stitched out with metallic thread and really, really shows off how beautiful those rhinestones are when applied. This particular quilt actually holds 933 rhinestones. I would have used 1,000, but I was trying to use some restraint. Isn't she a beauty? On this particular quilt, you can see that we used a different type of chili. These are our raindrops. They come in 30 different colors. If you'll notice, as I move through this quilt, you can see the beautiful gradation in color that these blocks afford. This particular chilies pack includes the 30 5-inch chili squares that you need, as well as the pattern. It's all included in the kit and is available on the website. As I walk you in, you will notice on these blocks, they are only stitched with metallic thread. My understanding is some things don't need rhinestones. That's what they tell me. I don't get it, but I will work with it. Isn't it a beautiful quilt? Here you'll see Breezy, a pattern designed by Rachel Rossi. What Rachel did was she took a focus fabric, added some pinwheel blocks, and this is what she created. My version of that is, for the pinwheel blocks, I used my raindrop chilies in 4 to 6 different colors. Here you'll see 2 different colorways of the same pattern. I used both the same focus fabric but in 2 different colorways, and then the chilies in 2 different colorways. This is yet another way to use chilies. Both of these kits are available in starter packs. Remember, we offer chili packs and starter kits for many quilts on our website at cutemonkeyfabrics.net. You'll find different patterns and different color variations for many of the patterns. As you see here, Breezy, we offer 2 different colorways, and I believe there is a starter kit that is available on the website. Come visit us soon. At Cute Monkey Fabrics, you can find a wide variety of handbag making supplies. For this sample here, Snowdrop by Bucala, everything needed was purchased at Cute Monkey Fabrics. They carry a wide variety of patterns from many different vendors. Hardware bundles put together for specific patterns. Basic hardware, anything you could possibly need. Textured vinyls in many different colors. Tassel cuts. And in case you're not ready to tackle those handbag handles yourself yet, they have pre-made handles. They carry a wide variety of corks, zippers, and even the foam stabilizer. So why not stop by cutemonkeyfabrics.net and let's get that next handbag made.
What a great presentation from Cute Monkey Fabrics. I want to thank Karen and the rest of the Cute Monkey Fabrics crew for putting this excellent demonstration together. You can search all of their products by clicking the link above. They'll send you to the vendor mall. Be sure to join us at 12:30 for a live interview with Carla from Cherrywood Fabrics. I'll be joining you again at 2 o'clock for another vendor double feature. So be sure to join us then, and be sure to enjoy the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival online. We'll see you again soon.